Yay! It's me, We-On-Loc Nation, across the nation. And we are going to talk about how the WWE is no more. Yes, more wrestling talk from We-On-Loc Nation. I'm gonna wait for a couple of people to show up and give their opinions on shit. But meantime, in between time, I'm done. I'm pretty much done with WWE. There's been way too many. Let me put my homeboy on the screen. I want to say congratulations on a fought unfought victory, but they should have never took the title away from you. They should have never took the title away from Jey Uso. They never should have took the title away from Jey Uso, especially on a Monday. On a Monday when if you're going to do that, you might as well let Seth Rollins, who was the Money in the Bank winner at Money in the Bank, go ahead and take over. That's what you should have done. You should have just let him just get. Why do we need to see Gunther? I have the utmost respect for these wrestlers. Let me just make that clear. I have the utmost respect for these wrestlers. For the love of God, why do we need to see the same people wrestle 1,000 times over and over and over and over again? Why do we need to see it? I would rather have LA Knight go ahead and catch the belt. I would rather him win Money in the Bank. Why does Seth Rollins have to win Money in the Bank? It makes no sense. You're overlooking a whole bunch of other people. And it's irritating. Now there's a couple of people, right, that do this stuff almost or commentate on this stuff almost every single day. I call them straight hags, right? Supposedly wrestling fans. But in this very moment, at this particular moment, I think they are right on the money. I'm thinking these people are actually right. For the first time of me hearing these people, they are absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Yo, look, check it. Why do I have to sit there and look? And you have this man who is still out there, but you want to fumble out with his contract. He held the WWE down for 4 years during the pandemic. Held it down for 4 years, and he can't even get a rematch. He can't even get a damn rematch for the Universal World title. This is bull. It's nonsense. It is total nonsense. He can't even get a freaking rematch. And now it's more humiliating because he makes over, I would say, $15 million a year. You want to do what to his contract? You want to restructure his contract. This is one of the reasons why he's leaving. He's leaving less than a year. It's pretty much bye-bye. That was your only primary wrestler. And of course there's John Cena. John Cena has only what, 19 premieres left. After that, he's gone. I mean, he's 48 years old. You can't. This is the doing of Triple H. This is the doing the Triple H. And you're overlooking people like Carmelo Hayes, who has worked his ass off, but I don't even know what you're doing with him. I don't even know what you're doing. You're wasting people's talents. That's what you're doing. You're just overlooking. You're wasting people's talents, and you're wasting people's time. How come Trick Williams? How come Trick Williams is still in NXT? Even though he won a belt just a couple of weeks ago. Why is he still in NXT? Why are we getting some known names like something Black? I don't even remember what his name was. Something Black overshadowing Carmelo Hayes. Why would we have so many people overshadowing Carmelo Hayes? And I don't even like him all that great as a heel. But I know what it feels like to be that wrestler. I know what it feels like to be that guy. I know what it feels like to be the Street Profits, for example. I know what it's like to be the Street Profits and get overlooked for 5 years and finally win the belt. They're stuck. They're stuck. Where are they going to go? TNA? Where the hell are they going to go? You're going to go to TNA and you probably may win something, but you're not going to get paid that much. It didn't matter for Sting because Sting is 60 years old. It didn't matter to him. He's retired. Maybe a rematch for SummerSlam. They're not going to give him a rematch. And let me not get started on this. Now, I've heard all of it, y'all. I've heard it. He's no good. His performance is very low. His promos are very tiring. He basically sucks altogether. It is not Jey Uso's fault. It is not Jey Uso's fault that creatives can't even create a good storyline for him. It is not his fault that Triple H doesn't give him a good storyline. It is not his fault that he ends up in tag team matches when he should be doing top tier individual matches. You mean to tell me him and LA Knight couldn't correlate? Or I wouldn't be mad when he fought against Seth Rollins. Interference. I didn't get mad when he fought against well, I kind of did, because you're talking about a YouTuber versus someone who's worked their ass off for over 10 years, a decade, and you got a mere YouTuber in Logan Paul. Knock it off. But you did do something right. You did do something right. He said, my baby girl finally got a Money in the Bank briefcase. She about to cash in. Hell, she's on her way out the door because she wants that bun in that oven. She made it very clear. It's like, I have to make a decision. I had to make a decision if I want to keep going on my career and risk those eggs being washed out, or I do what I do, get the Money in the Bank, get the championship, and then go home in a blaze of glory. Go out in a blaze of glory, excuse me. But I have to say, these people are right. These people are absolutely correct. I used to think that they were just complaining all the time. There was complain. But yet, they are absolutely correct. They are absolutely correct. But enough about that. I just want to know one thing. If you're going to put the the belt back on Gunther again, what's next for Gunther? What's next for the so-called world champion? Which I'm still pissed off about that, because these Gunther and Jey Uso have fought 6 times already. He tapped. He tapped out. He tapped out at WrestleMania. He tapped out easily to Jey Uso at WrestleMania. And then all of a sudden, 51 days later, he loses the title to Gunther again. Does that make any sense? Did Bret? No, I don't even want to mention Bret Hart. Did this happen? This never happened with Hulk Hogan. This never happened with the Ultimate Warrior. This never happened to Macho Man Randy Savage. This never happened to Sting. This never happened to. Actually, did happen to Sting. He wanted the championship one day and lost it the next day. The very same night. 16-time world champion. This never happened. This never happened to Diamond Dallas Page. Hell, this never even happened to Goldberg. I'm thinking, what the hell are you doing? But I have to say, these people are absolutely right. And I am so glad. I am so happy. I am so happy to say that Naomi, like I said, got the money in the bank contract. But now I want the storyline to boom. I really want these people to actually fight. I really want these people to actually wrestle for a change. It's either going to have to be Bianca Belair when she comes back, because she has a finger injury. When she comes back, I want it to be either Bianca Belair and Naomi, because she doesn't have that much time left. She doesn't have that much time left. And or it could be Naomi and somebody like, I don't know, a Charlotte Flair or something like that. But I know that story is going to be brewing about Jade. It's going to be between Jay and Naomi. It's going to keep brewing, and it's going to keep brewing, and it's going to keep brewing until, of course, somebody's going to interfere. I don't know anybody other than Nia Jax. I don't want Nia Jax to, even though I like Nia Jax, I don't want them. I don't want her to retain another title. I don't want her to retain any more titles for a while. You had your shot. Get in the back of the freaking line. Love you, babe. This is Naomi's time now. And Naomi, she sells this heel role very good. Very good indeed. Just stop with the whole AI thing, I was saying. Everybody's doing the AI. I told you how AI completely sucks. But here's what really completely sucks. What's going to be next for Jey Uso? What's going to be next to Jey Uso? I don't give a damn who don't like Jey Uso. I do not care. He shows up every day, works his ass off, cuts good. It was a time where he did cut good promos. Well, Jimmy is a little bit better than he is, but I digress. But and that's another thing. Real quick sidebar. What's going to happen next with Jimmy? You got to stop giving Jimmy these odd, putting Jimmy in these odd positions. And no, it has not stopped me what happened with Ron Killings. It has not. I have not overlooked Ron Killings in a bit. Ron Killings killed it last night. Brother didn't have to cut his hair though, but he killed it last night. Talking about the truth is the truth. Let's put some respect on his name. So we're gonna look. I have to give it to the people who really know their stuff. I stopped watching it, to be perfectly honest with you. I stopped watching, not just because I didn't know anybody else. It's because of these awkward storylines. Now it's getting very awkward. I didn't mind so much about the bloodline. I didn't mind it so much. As a matter of fact, I continued to watch because of the bloodline. I continued to watch and it got good. Then The Rock showed up. And then everything got great. Now there's this tension between The Rock and Triple H. To be personally, I hope Triple H steps down from the creative side of the game. As a matter of fact, I hope he gets fired. But needless to say, that's not going to happen. But the one thing he that I disagree with, that he would say F off and just become a fan. No, it doesn't work that way. And this is one of the reasons why you're losing so many butts in the seats. I looked at Money in the Bank and I looked up in the stands. I have to say, I do not like Vince McMahon. It's been years. It's been years since I seen creative control where a Vince McMahon actually did some good storylines and actually did good for his wrestlers, except for one particular person. We won't mention any names, but he cared for most of his wrestlers. He really did. And I would have to say he's a little bit better than Triple H. That's his son-in-law. But it's his son-in-law. You don't know shit. I am so sorry. You don't know crap about coming up with good storylines, coming up with good promos. You have legitimately ruined the WWE as far as financial is concerned. You're letting you're letting go of Brunson Reed, you're letting go of all these other particular superstars to let all these other no-name superstars. I never heard of Silent Cross Black, whatever his name is, the Thai boxer. Are we Thai boxing or are we wrestling? And the luchadors, if you're going to bring luchadors in, let the luchadors have their own separate, like, put that on either Raw. Actually, put that on SmackDown, because some of your SmackDown stories are getting boring. Nobody wants to watch SmackDown anymore. Not even me. I don't even want to watch SmackDown anymore, because you don't cut promos, man. You don't cut good promos. You're treating Damian Priest disrespectfully, and let's not talk about Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre should be world champion. I wouldn't mind that. I would not mind if what you're gonna do, if what you did Monday night was take the belt away from Jey Uso. I would say, put it in the hands of someone to say, like, I wouldn't want Seth Rollins. I wouldn't want it to put it in Seth Rollins' hands again. I really don't. But Drew McIntyre's out for a bit. And who do you have left? What's up, man? You're on mute. I can't hear you. Or maybe it's me. Hold on. Can you hear me? Damn, it's either my mic or his mic. Oh, hold on 1 second. 1 second. Like I said, I want to give a I want to give a shout out to my baby girl and Money in the Hassan, can you hear me? What the hell? Must be my stuff. Hold on. We're gonna get it right. Hold on. We're gonna get it right. We are going to get it right. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me. All right. Can you hear me? Is it your mic or is it mine? What in the fuck is going on? Hold on. I can't. We gotta get this sound right. Hello? 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 Do me a favor. I can't hear you. What the? Yeah, come back. Come back in. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can hear myself. Oh, now I can hear it. Now I can hear it.
Oh, you can hear me now? Okay.
Now I can hear you. Now I can hear you. All right.
Yeah, I said no. But
Oh,
no, this
so
is great. Go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
no. What you? I was going to ask you what you think about last night. Did that make any sense at all? It didn't make any sense to me.
No, I mean I was there. By the way, I was there at the event last night.
Lucky bum.
But the raw, it felt weird. It didn't feel. It felt rushed. It felt. I don't know. It was something off. Like damn. Now I regret even going. But anyway, the point. Uh,
You paid a lot of money for them tickets too, huh?
yeah. It's like what is this? Like we got like 3 segments, 3 matches. Couple like Bailey was cool to see, but it felt like fast. Bailey thing happened and our truth came. Like, wait, what? It felt so quick. Like, but
He should
anyway,
have never gotten fired in the first place. He should have never gotten let go in the first place. And
true.
I'm
But
like,
Triple H is a work though, so I don't know if he's telling the truth. No, but I do believe Roman Reigns is gonna get his rematch at SummerSlam because SummerSlam they're building it as a big pay per view. I thought they're gonna save CM Punk for that, but I guess they throwing that off at Night of Champions. So I'm guessing Roman is gonna get his at SummerSlam. But we
why
gotta
didn't I
get
think of it in the first place? Why didn't I think of that?
SummerSlam because Roman has to. We got to see Roman and Cena a second time. That happened one time. I think Cena's gonna get the win, and they need to build up because as of now they don't have a pay per view announced for December. Maybe they will, but as of now there's no December pay per view. But yeah, that's why I believe Roman is gonna be the big one for SummerSlam against Cena because don't forget it's 2 nights too.
Uh, he, um, ah, are they gonna mess with his? Are you gonna mess with his money though? Are they gonna mess with his contract? Because if you're gonna pay me 15 million, if you're gonna pay me $15 million a year, and then all of a sudden you're letting some people go, and then you're gonna restructure my contract because you feel that I'm not there as much, then of course we have a problem. Because if it wasn't for him, WWE wouldn't be the same. Are we in agreement?
True, but that's how the company is. Roman got a year left. he's on his way out. There's nothing to accomplish for him. Cena's gone by December. Miz contract is up within months, maybe by August, maybe November. I don't know, but it's done this year. Drew McIntyre, he's good, but he's getting injured a lot. CM Punk, he's good, but he's old and he's risky. He can get injured like that, you know. So
Okay, okay. So who do you? I mean, who do you have left? I mean,
I mean, they kind of screwed themselves over. Jay Uso was a hype, you know. It's like remember Kofi Mania? Everybody was hyped. They gave it to him. Everybody was happy. It was a useless title reign, and then he lost it to Brock. Same thing with Jey Uso. They hyped him up. He got his world title. Everybody happy. Now the title went back to Gunther. Because when you think about it, they don't see Jey Uso, Kofi as a long-term champion. Just let's keep, let's make the people happy for a couple of months, and they lose it, and then never see it again. Same old Vince McMahon trick. There's no the only new face of Triple H. And Triple H, what I'm hearing backstage, they're going behind his back and calling The Rock. And, you know, like TKO is involved more in WWE direction, writing, and storytelling. Triple H seems not happy. And if they keep that up, Triple H could be on his way out too, you know?
oh, he's going. He's going to be leaving real soon. But my issue is if you're going to give the Money in the Bank, the briefcase to Seth Rollins for the second time, it need be interesting. He's not. It's not interesting when you have a fracture full of people who have beaten you already.
Yeah, they screwed up on that one. It's too Naomi. Okay, I agree with it. I liked it, but
My baby Naomi, that's my baby.
but the Seth Rollins, no, I don't think so. I think that they made a mistake on that, but it's too late. So is Seth Rollins going to cash in on Cena at SummerSlam? Is he saving it till December? It's Cena final day, or he's going to do like how he did last time and cash in at WrestleMania and take it?
LA Knight should have won that. LA Knight should have been the one to cash into the Money in the Bank, and simply, I wouldn't have minded if he would have taken the belt from Jey Uso. I wouldn't have minded at all because
Yes,
the days of Gunther of challenging people are just gone in my estimation. He sucks. He's boring. He doesn't even cut good promos. He bores the hell out of me. You know who used to bore the hell out of me? The same person that I forgot what his name was. He did the cross-faced chicken wing on Bret Hart one day. I forgot what his name was. I think it was Bob
Backlund.
Bob Backlund. He just completely boring.
No, okay, I see what you're saying, but here's the
Good
thing.
wrestler. Good wrestler.
Yes, but Gunther is a Triple H guy. We can say whatever we. It's like how Vince McMahon has his people. No matter what you think, he's gonna push him.
You know, now that you said that, I'm glad you said that. A Triple H. Who would you consider the 5 top guys and
For
the
Triple
5
H.
top girls who were Triple H
Okay,
guys?
Seth Rollins is one.
Mm-hmm. That makes
Gunther, of
sense.
course.
Makes sense.
Gunther. Let's see.
I
You can say Balor, but
Film Balor.
yes, but Vince screwed him big time. So I don't think I don't see him. Maybe Triple H will find a way to get that mojo back and hype him up how he did like 8 years ago or whatever it was. Was it almost 9 years ago? Damn, because he got drafted in 2016. But the point is, Finn Balor, we had big hopes. Triple H had big hopes. But ever since he got injured at SummerSlam because of Seth, he went downhill and he never recovered from that. But as of now, Braun Breaker, he's a Triple H guy. a little bit, or you can say he's a Vince guy. Vince likes the big dudes. Um,
Mm,
mm,
let me see. That's Scott Steiner's uncle. That's his nephew.
yeah, yeah.
So so that so that they like it. So I would say that Rick and Scott Steiner. I mean, they didn't have too much of a problem with Triple H. So
Well, Scott had more problem with Triple H than Rick Steiner. It was Scott and Triple H mostly. And yes,
really,
Rick, yeah, yeah, Rick might back his own brother up, of course, but it's mostly Scott and Triple H. They say they bury it, so I don't know if that. I mean, it seemed like it. They seem cool now, but at least he didn't lie like Hulk Hogan. He said him and Macho Man or him and Ultimate Warrior, yeah, Warrior buried, which they didn't. Macho Man hated that man's guts.
yes, he did. Yeah, I think I don't know. Macho Man didn't take too much to Ric Flair or anybody that was that damn flamboyant either. But I see, I can see what you're saying, and he talk about hatred for Hulk Hogan. We already know in the ring, out the ring. We already know. We already know. But you know, I
There's too much politics. That's what's going on. Roman, it doesn't really affect. I don't think he cares anymore. He got a year left, and he's
and
out.
he's
Like
doing
what?
movies, and he's
He's
doing
doing
movies.
movies. He's in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Cena just sucking it up until December, and see you later.
And
You
then of
got
course,
and
CM Punk. He only has a few more years left, and he's going out the door. And then
I
who
think
do
I
you
think
have?
a year too. I don't think few years. I think maybe a year and a month because he's getting in. Remember when he came back, got injured back?
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes disappearing now. He came back for Money in the Bank, so it's not looking good. And a lot of superstars getting injured, so that's like it's a mess. Not
So why
as
don't you just bring in? So why did you just bring in people from NXT like Trick Williams and them? Why? Why
well
not?
because of the reaction. Remember when they try to? Oh, you know who Santana is, right, from TNA?
Santana. You have to remind me.
Okay, so Santana, he was in TNA, winning AEW. He was in Jericho. He had a decent run. He went to TNA. He had a bigger push. He was doing he's a good wrestler, by the way. He showed up on NXT. He didn't get zero reaction. Like 99% of the people like who the hell is this guy? It was embarrassing when he came and faced Trick Williams. So I think TNA got screwed over on. I think they should never have done what they did. Dolph Ziggler's legit mad that TNA lost the title. Even their president, you should see the look on his face when they lost it. Yes, the only positive thing that came out of this, it got more eyes on them. More people now know about TNA. Well, that's the only positive thing you can say that I'm seeing. But yeah, the Triple A's guys are thriving. But here's the thing: we're getting like the Seth Rollins thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool, but that's like, is it like Bloodline 2.0 now? Like what? They're gonna win all the titles. Paul Heyman. It's like it seems going the same way.
But
I don't think that's gonna last.
well, number one, you're messing up Braun Breaker's career because he's a two-time IC champion. And once you, in my opinion, once you win the IC belt, you go up a notch. You go up to the big boy stage. And that big boy stage either consists of the world champion or the universal champion, which universal, I don't think he's ready for all that quite just yet. The world title changes hands also often. It's because it's like the second, like second place. But the universal title, I don't think he will be ready for yet.
You mean the WWE title?
Yeah, the WWE title. But
Yeah, yeah.
I don't. Is he? Or is he gonna? Is he gonna? I mean, he halfway screwed himself by joining the fraction. Or I would say the creators can't come up with good story. I mean, you've seen it. The creators can't even come up with good storylines for Jey Uso. And now Jimmy Uso, you just okay, we're just gonna throw Jimmy in, in tag team matches that don't even make no sense.
Yeah, yeah. But look at it like this. At least that way he gets more TV time. His paycheck is going to be a little bit more. And he's going to be in a lot of main event scenes, segments, maybe a couple matches here and there, you know? Now the rest is on him. He needs to make the best out of it.
Who are you talking about? You talking about Jimmy or Jay, right?
Yeah, yeah, and also the Seth Rollins group. They got Braun and
he is not, and I'm telling you this, he is not getting a second shot. He is not going to get it, even though I think he does have a contract clause, a rematch clause. So he probably would, depending upon who wins the King of the Ring or whatever. He's not going to get another. He's not going to get another shot at that title. He's not.
Jay? No. I mean, I think he's going to get at the Night of Champions, and they're going to delete like no more title shots after that. Because it is the Night of Champions, so I'm guessing all the titles are going to be on the line. So Jay I think he's going to get his rematch there, but after that, he's going to stay whatever he stays at. That's, I don't think he wins the title ever again. I don't think I'm pretty sure he's going to be in other main events, but he's not going to win the title. So
when is this supposed to take place?
June 28th. So a little like in 2.5 weeks.
So it's going to be pretty boring from here on in, except for the Naomi. Except for the only thing I'm looking forward to now is Naomi. That's the only person I'm looking forward to is Naomi, because she completely changed whole direction, and it's actually attracting the crowd a little bit more. And especially when she's still feuding with Jay Cargill, which is now looking kind of stale there. And nothing you can really do because Bianca, she's injured still. She has that broken finger. But, I mean, I guess you can kind of flip it as if to say, okay, so you want to talk it out. Let's just talk it out in the ring, blah, blah, blah. And you can have all three of them just spill their guts out. And then have them, of course, have Jade and Naomi rumble like they always do, and she takes the money in the bank briefcase and smacks her upside the head or something while they stand toe to toe. I'm talking about Bianca and Jade Cargill stand in the middle of the ring and say something. Just don't stare at each other. That's like I don't feel like seeing it 3 other times when you just stare at one another like out in the wind, like, oh, you look pretty good. Oh, say something. Just say something.
But I do agree with you. Naomi been, killing it. She's been doing a great job. I just hope WWE doesn't screw it up. And definitely she's gonna cash it in and becomes champion once again,
Aren't you tired of Tiffy? Aren't you tired of that Tiffy shit? I am so tired. I'm done. I'm done with this Tiffy.
Tiffy, the same person that doesn't know how to cut natural promos, but the same one that just throws mid shots at Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair, if she wanted to, she can whoop your little little ass in the middle of the ring if she wanted to. You're lucky she only has one leg. Tiffy time.
Take that belt off of her. Why you hating on Tiffy? Think about it. Would you rather have Liv Morgan or would you ever have an annoying Liv Morgan or an annoying Tiffany? Which one would you prefer to be champion?
Liv Morgan, of course, for me.
Why did you say that? All right, all right. I'll have to concede. I have to concede. So
But
you
right,
have
go ahead.
you have two mistakes. Two
Damn.
mistakes that is going to cost you. It's already costing you money. Too many advertisements, not enough butts and seats. You already lost ever since that Netflix deal. You already lost, I would say, a ballpark figure of $5 million. Five or yeah, no, $5 billion. You lost a quarter figure of $5 billion. And ever since you've been on Netflix, of course, you have deals with Slim Jim, you have deals with, Carfax or whatever that shit is. You have a whole bunch of um advertisements. And back in those particular days, they go to commercials. They cut commercials onto one commercial per, what is it, per wrestling event. Then they cut backstage. Then of course they go to commercial. It's like at least five or maybe five, maybe four, maybe five commercials at that particular time. Vince McMahon was the creator, was a CEO, whatever. Now that you have Triple H, you have more than 8 or 7 to 6 commercials per whatever, which totally means that either the money's low and you're cutting people, you're cutting the wrong people. Who's that little? Who's? Oh, nah, I don't even want to get into the girls. But Braun Strowman, you cut Braun Strowman. Did he come back at all?
No, he got released, came back, got injured, came back, got injured, and then released him.
He got injured. His his big ass got injured.
Yeah, I think he twisted his ankle or something.
God, this is mainly what happens when you release the wrong people.
And don't forget the injuries. Now the injuries are so bad. When they come back, they're not the same.
Uh, I remember uh what was it? The Ultimate Warrior. He had a torn bicep and he still wrestled. I don't know. Unless, I mean, of course, unless you were Triple H and you had a torn quad, I can understand that. But you got dudes with broken pinkies, broken, ribs, and say, "Oh, I need to go home for a week," but you're still getting paid.
No, you're right about that. But here's the thing, though. Different times. Back then, they were on painkillers and other God knows what pills they were on. And three, the wrestlers not built the same. They're not built as the old timers. There's a whole another world right now.
How do you know that they're on pill painkillers right now, or some
True,
different type of drugs that are out there right now?
true,
I mean,
true.
think about it. You're out there on the road, unless you're Logan Paul. Logan Paul, who just I really I just want to admit to you right now, I do hate that guy.
Hey, I
I do.
don't blame you, but he's bringing attraction. He's bringing YouTube people. He's a YouTuber. He's one of us. That's the thing.
A,
And
a,
it,
a
it's like
YouTube
WWE.
guy.
It's
Go
like
ahead.
it's like they bring Mr. Beast. Who's the number one on YouTube right now? Is Mr. Beast. Now imagine if WWE find a way to bring him, and he does. Now I'm not. He probably do a shitty job, but they want the views. The whole world knows Mr. Beast.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, why don't we just bring in Travis Scott then and let him wrestle since he wants to wrestle? Let's bring in
I mean,
Travis Scott.
they did, but he didn't wrestle. But they did. They brought Bad Bunny. They brought that guy from Jackass, wrestled Sami Zayn. I mean,
What?
yeah, you didn't see that?
No.
Yeah, the main actor from Jackass, he wrestled Sami Zayn. It was a fun match. Bad Bunny wrestled. The original crew from Jackass, they were on Raw. Umaga attacked them back in the day. Oh, there's a bunch of actors that were wrestling. Jay Leno wrestled, and everybody was pissed about him. At least the others, like you can say, like Dennis Rodman, at least you can say he's an athlete. Jay Leno, he's not even an athlete, and he wrestled a match with Hulk Hogan, and he had him in an armbar.
Yeah, I do remember, and I do remember Mayweather versus Big Show. I do remember that.
Yeah,
And
Mayweather. At least he's an athlete. At least he's a boxer.
at least I agree. I agree. I totally agree. So what I'm thinking, this is bad. This is very, very bad.
Oh yeah,
And
look, it's all about money. If you bring the views and you bring some attention, they'll take you. They don't give a damn what you are.
did you see, you said you were there for Money in the Bank, right?
Oh no. The Raw, not Money
Oh,
in the
the
Bank.
Raw? Okay. But you weren't there for the Money in the Bank when
No,
you
I
saw
wish.
those upper seats were empty.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday. I said, damn.
When I mean, I have Rita has grown on me, but it's time for her to switch gears. Like, put her on SmackDown or something, or is she on SmackDown or Raw?
She's on Raw right now.
Okay, put her on SmackDown. See what type of attraction she would get for SmackDown. Let's do what that they did back then when Vince McMahon was in charge, and they just started switching. It was like let's just see what it would do
Oh, you mean like have a draft?
to have a draft. Yeah,
But the draft lately, especially the last five drafts, been a joke. Like Raw selects Seth Rollins. Wait, he's already on Raw. How does that make sense? SmackDown selects Roman Reigns. Wait, he's already on SmackDown. It's not like the best draft lotteries for the people who haven't seen them is from 2002 all the way you can say to 2009, 8, 2000. Those were the best draft. After that, like you can say trash and downhill. 2016 was good, but other than that, all trash.
it's trash because you have people who are performers who don't they either don't perform, they either can't cut good promos, or they complain too much, or you got just people who, sorry, sad to say, come in, they perform real good, they have a decent to them, but they can't raise butts, and you can't put butts in seats. And you just, I mean, you can work with so many other people. You can work with a lot of these undercard jobbers that don't actually get too much TV time. You can work with them. You can put them in a fraction. See what they, just like the Jay, who was the Damian Priest at that particular time? He was in the group called what?
Judgment Day.
Judgment Day. Like, you could put them in the Judgment Day, even though the Judgment Day about to break apart.
No,
You
but
could
he
put,
was, but he got kicked out of it. Him and Rhea.
I know that, but what I'm saying is you could put these undercard jobbers in fractions and see how they do. They're just getting completely screwed, and then they end up in TNA or something like that, which Ron Killings was that close to going to TNA, but of course they said we made a mistake, and so we're just gonna bring you back. Why can't you just say he's 53 years old and your contract is limited. Oh, but wait, you didn't do Ric Flair like that. You
Yeah.
paid Ric Flair money versus what you're paying Ron Killings, and he can't even keep the name R-Truth. At least. So he comes back and he cuts one of his best promos. Brother didn't have to cut his hair off. He didn't have to do all that. But I digress. I mean, hair is hair. Hair is hair. It grows back.
Speaking
He cuts
speaking
the
of
promo, and now he's a different type of person now.
oh, I agree. Speaking on Ric Flair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ric Flair had the best send off ever. Hall of Fame WrestleMania match with Michaels. Everybody coming and clapping and crying. Hulk Hogan didn't even get that. Then his contract ended in 2009, left WWE. He screwed up his legacy. Hulk Hogan, what I'm hearing, he got it in his mind. And they had a match, like a Hulk Hogan Australia tour in December of 2009. And he
Mm-hmm.
lost all three matches to Hulk Hogan. Then a month later, he goes to TNA, which is in 2010 in January.
Mm-hmm.
2 3 years prior to that, he was just shitting on TNA. TNA just paid, they got you a job, they paying you. So Ric Flair got tricked, well played, because Hogan knows how much he loves wrestling Flair and how much his ego, because Hogan has an ego too. So and ever since it's been downhill for Ric Flair. If he just left the company the way in 2008, WrestleMania 24, the Hall of Fame, then the Raw after, it would have been great. He could have enjoyed his kids and enjoyed his retirement.
But half of these wrestlers don't even want to retire. They
Stone Cold was the only one almost had the record, but he screwed it up in return and wrestled Kevin Owens. He was the only one retired and never came back. Everybody else did. Well, Jesse Ventura, but he didn't wrestle, but he had like a referee. So right now the record goes to Jesse Ventura. Everybody else came back for one match, indie show, whatever.
I
Even
didn't
Shawn
mind it.
Michaels, man.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't mind. I didn't even mind it when Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. They made them. Of course, they made amends. And hell, I wouldn't mind if they would have wrestled one more time. Can you? I mean, Vince McMahon ain't there no more, so you might as well just make them wrestle one more time so he can't get screwed. But I digress.
No,
I
they're
digress.
no Hogan's. I mean, Bret's too old. Michael, that was a garbage match when he returned. Same with Michaels. He should not have came back for the tag team match. He had a decent send off as well in 2010, but something, I guess,
I,
in their ego, I don't know. But
I think the one person who did it right, in my opinion, was Sting. Um, he was in his 60s and the last of his, and I would say it was like a 1 year deal or something like that, and then he ended up and then Seth Rollins injured his back. Doing
yeah,
he ended his own self because he was just too old. He was just way too old. Ends up going to EXT or whatever fraction that was. Ends up retiring for real, for real, for real, and goes out in the blaze of glory. Hulk Hogan, he can't he can't stop himself from having his ego drawing into the crowd with the red and the gold or whatever, and wonder why he got booed out the freaking building when he was advertising his beer. He got booed out the building. I was like, serve you right. I think that was the spirit of the Macho Man. I thought that was the freaking spirit of the Macho Man for real, for real.
And that was the reaction that Hogan should have got in 2002 when he returned to face The Rock. That would have been better, but
That was bad. That was just so bad. But we're talking two icons, and one is in his 60. It wasn't like 50 some years old. The Rock is in his prime. That was just bad, in my humble opinion. But at that time, you should have went out in a blaze of glory. But you just don't know how to stop yourself. You just don't know how to stop yourself. Indeed. Um,
yeah.
I don't know what else to say, man. This is looking bad. This is looking bad to me. Because your primary wrestlers, they're about to go. They're about to retire. And you need to replace the people and you need to develop some of your wrestlers. Like Carmelo Hayes. You need to give him you need to give him a good storyline. So he can cut a good promo. You need to give him a storyline. Bring Trick Williams in for a test run. You know what I mean? If he doesn't do good, send his ass back to TNA or NXT.
Yeah,
but
but they already pushed themselves to a corner now, because what are they gonna do? Repackage everybody, send them back and repack it? It's gonna look weird now. Some of it, we used to blame Vince for the NXT flops, right? Vince is gone for 2-3 years now. What's the excuse? And it's sadly to say, I don't think as good as Triple H mind is for the WWE, but he's no Vince McMahon. He can't control how Vince McMahon was the dictator of WWE. Triple H cannot handle that pressure. The dictator has fallen. Triple H, he had a decent run, but I don't think he's going to let. I think everything's going to fall apart.
Who do you feel sorry for most? I feel sorry for Cody Rhodes because nobody.
No, I do, but I saw that coming because Cody, Vince didn't really like him. Triple H still bitter about what he did, how he did him in AEW when he smashed. There's still tension there. They gave him the run. CM Punk, WrestleMania 40, that's supposed to be CM Punk, but CM Punk got injured, and they gave it. So they switched it right there. So you want to give it to Cody, and they would all finish the story. Cody got his title run. A Rose hold the WWE title. He'd been off since WrestleMania. He came back, did a little promo for the Money in the Bank. Now he disappeared again. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be the same no more. It's downhill from him. I'm not saying he won't be in the main events, but it's downhill from here for Cody Rhodes.
Jey Uso, bounce back, brother. Bounce back. I just think that like I said, they made a mistake giving the belt back to Gunther. They could have had Seth Rollins. I would have been disappointed, but I would have not complained as much. I'm like, it's inevitable because he has the Money in the Bank. He gets just retain the title and have Drew McIntyre once he comes back steal it from him. So
you make good point, but here's the thing though. Gunther is a Triple H guy. Triple H likes him.
Yeah,
it's over.
But wait a minute. Hold on. Now that you just said it, now that you said that, why would you lie? Why would you lie, Triple H? Right at the beginning when everybody was there before the event started, you looked Jey Uso dead in the eye and you said, "I'm going to take you off we're going to take you off on a rocket ship." That means I'm going to basically treat you like one of my guys.
That's how it is. I mean, Jey Uso had his moment for the last 2 months that he's been world champion. The run is over. This is WWE we're talking about. They
It's
promised a
only
lot of
been
things.
51 days.
It's almost not well. Almost in 9 days will be complete 2 months because he wanted what the 18th of April.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, night one.
Okay, well, whatever. But
just like in life, there's nothing guaranteed, only death. Sadly to say, but other than that,
why the hell? This is the same treatment. Come on now, this is the same treatment.
No, but the
same treatment like when you gave him the IC belt, but then you go and give it back to Braun Breaker.
This is the politics. It's like me saying, "Oh, if I get elected, I promise I'll buy you a house and a car, and I'll give you $1 million. Just elect me." Politics.
Put him back. Just fuck the hell with it. Just put him back in the tag team with his brother.
You know what's crazy? I really thought Jimmy would be more main eventer before Jay. I was surprised that Jay actually went to the top. It's like wait, what? This is crazy. Because Jimmy had more sense of humor, more outgoing, especially
better promo.
Yeah. Total Divas, it brought them more out of him. Like people started liking him more in Total Divas.
No, I remember him and No, I seen Total Divas with him and Naomi. I seen it.
Yeah, so wait, this guy's great. Like the Uso that we get on that back then, at least. This is boring Uso. This is more fun. But Jay, I don't know. He said yeet, and look at him. He was a main eventer. But the point is, Jay, that's his.
He
better enjoy it. He better, He's definitely going to be in main events here and there, but he's not going to be the same. So you better enjoy the.
He better. That's sad, man. He went to, I forgot where he was at that time. I think he was in Germany. I'm just gonna say that. And everybody he wore that specific color. And when he got the yeeting, we're talking like 1,500,000 people yeeting. And I said at that time, he is over. He puts butts in seats. His merch still sells. He's like, I think he's like the #1 seller on top of Roman Reigns, on top of CM Punk. So you got CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and of course you got Jey Uso. They sell the most merch. Why not bring this guy over? But he ain't never gonna see another title run ever again. He's not.
No. But here's a little thing everybody seems to forgotten. Triple H used to backstab people. Triple H used to bury people. Triple H, if he hated you, he's gonna bury you down all the way to hell. That's the thing. Doesn't mean he changed. Now he's an authority. He changed his image, but that old Triple H still in there. He's doing the same tricks, but he's doing it a differently way.
You're cooking on something, but I'm gonna have to ask you now that you said it. Is it true what they say about Triple H? He might be prejudiced towards black wrestlers. I mean,
other races, yeah. I mean, if you watch his old promos, you can see it. Him and Sean. Don't let that image fool you. I mean, I believe it.
Wait, what do you mean when he was with DX?
Yeah, back in there's a lot of racial stuff been said, but they're not going to show you that, of course. But
okay.
yeah, they're going to show you. They're going to show you the best parts, the funny part, the amazing. Hell, there was a moment when Mark Henry came and Triple H was doing the watch on you. It's on YouTube. Triple H mocking Mark. Yeah, I mean, but
Mhm.
now he can't say that, so he has to come at it in a different way. And I'll
I
promise
can't.
you.
I can't see color. That's his primary line. I can't see color, but yet the Street Profits. It took them 5 years to become tag team champions. Really, really.
And that pissed me off. That should have been the WrestleMania match, the ladder match on SmackDown, instead of the Us, well, not the New Day and the Fighter.
I know what you're talking about.
But you know why they switched those two matches? Because the Raiders had a commercial that they had like an advertisement. They want to advertise the whatever they had. That's why they switched the matches. So the Street Profit, Chris Sabin and Alex and Tommaso Ciampa and the other guy, the ladder match should have been on WrestleMania, and the New Day and them should have had their match on SmackDown. But the advertisement was so big, so they switched them. That's the only reason. And then there was no build for that for the New Day and the Kings or whatever, the Raiders. There was no build up. At least the other one had a build up for 3 months.
No, final thought. What's going to is WWE going to get saved? Are we going to have to replace Triple H as sole creator or whatever of the company? What should happen at this point? Because
Okay,
right now you're losing revenue, you're losing money, and I mean it's just not. And you're about to lose wrestlers. It's not looking good for you.
true. My final thoughts on this: TKO is getting more involved in something they don't know, they don't understand at all. Just how AOL, WOL, or whatever, when they bought WCW, they bought something like, what the hell is this? Downhill. Wrestlers are getting old. Our main eventers are old. Our Truth, as good as a promo, he's still 50 something years old. How long is
53.
that going to stay? Another 6 months? Another what, 3 months? What if he gets injured, Yeah, it's not in the next 2 years we're gonna have a different WWE, and that's if Triple H will be here by then, unless he gets fired or he quits.
That's a lot of streamers getting upset. That Ajax, I can see him just going in, just going online and just going crazy.
But
Dude,
here's the thing though with people, WWE has a history of that. My bad to cut you off. Well, okay, they brought our truth because the fans and the bloggers, we want our truth, right? We scream, we hashtag. Now WWE is gonna punish our truth
why?
because they okay. Think about it. They fired him. There's a habit in when they fire somebody, and then we want him. We want him. What happened to Daniel Bryan? Oh, he should be the main event. Okay, he got the main, but his run was garbage as champion. Go back, look at his run. He got injured. Everything went downhill. They never gave him the title ever since. Our truth, they got on fire. We wanted him. We got him back. Watch in a month, in a couple of weeks. Once this dies out, the is gonna you'll see like, damn, they treating our truth bad. Damn, what was because the WWE has a history of that. If anybody knows WWE, they will punish you, but in their own way. You lose a lot of matches. You barely get pro. So WWE's telling you we're doing it our way, not your way. Okay, your way, we got him back. Okay, now you guys are happy, but we're gonna make him. We're gonna show him who's boss, literally. So just give it time, absorb it, and you'll see. Time will tell.
All I know is they better give my baby the belt. They don't give my baby the belt because she ain't got that much. She ain't got that much to go either, because she wants another. She wants another child, and him and because when that I don't think that I don't know how a woman's body works, but when you're 36 years old and you only got but so many eggs left, and you want a child, and you have to choose between your career and being a mom. You can't do both. So, and
Good point. Think about like the women. How long do they have? All the great women that we have, they accomplished Bianca Belair. What's left for her? She done it all. Main event at WrestleMania, won Royal Rumble twice, not once. What's left? Is she looking at Hollywood? Is Charlotte Flair looking at Hollywood?
how long she been wrestling? Bianca. I think she's been in. I think her and Naomi came in at the same time.
No, Naomi before, like a couple years before, like 2016, 2015.
Oh, okay,
Or yeah,
okay.
yeah. Naomi
So
was
okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Not, Bianca came 28. But what I'm saying is everybody accomplished so much that there's nothing to accomplish more. They're gonna get bored. Like, what's the next step? Hollywood, music. Think about it. Bailey won it all. Liv Morgan won it all. Charlotte, you know.
she just came from like a soup commercial, or Liv Morgan. She already like did some type of soup commercial, or she did some type of TV show or something. Because if she did a movie, then she didn't last. She didn't stay out that long. But she just recently came back. Bailey, I mean, I like her, but I mean, it's a little bit long in the tooth. No one cares for her. There's some chick that they just brought in from NXT. She's okay. Um, unless you're gonna put in a whole bunch of Jade Carhills, which you're rarely gonna find these days. Like very athletic, very tall, very slender, very muscular, and do like a whole, women's WWE run, then it's not good. After Bianca Belair turns, if she turns heel, and just just goes for it or whatever, that's it. That's mainly it. And I don't know what's gonna happen with that situation with her and Montez Ford, because Montez Ford and Bianca Belair, they're married and they live in the same house, and I don't know how that's gonna be. I don't know how that's gonna be. Hun,
But
I gotta turn heel. Huh?
but think about it like this. I think they're saving Jade versus Bianca for WrestleMania next year. One
They
of these
haven't
guys.
even built it up for it yet.
No, no, but they're doing it slowly. This is like, and I think that they're trying to make this a 2 year story long. I don't know how they're gonna get there, or maybe they're gonna rush it and do it at SummerSlam. But that's what I think. That's what I think they're gonna do.
Hasn't. They stared at each other 3 times, and everybody was even the first WrestleMania. They were staring at each other. I forgot what event it was. They were staring at each other, and 2 weeks later, actually a week later, they were staring at each other like they were actually going to do something. They didn't do nothing, absolutely nothing. So why not do it now? Build it now. I would say if you bros don't say nothing, I swear to God, I'm gonna conduct your checks. I'm gonna conduct $20,000 out your checks. Say something, damn it! Cut a promo.
No, because think about it. This is like a big event. So this is like a SummerSlam matchup or WrestleMania. They're not just gonna throw it at like a Money in the Bank or Night of Champ. So we'll see. That's what I'm thinking they're gonna do. But yeah. So by 2026, 2027, it's gonna be a different WWE. No Cena, Maybe CM Punk might be injured. Who knows? Even if he wins the title, that's going to be a short reign. Drew McIntyre, this is his second time getting injured in the last 3 years. Not looking good. That's not good.
I almost forgot about Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, he's old as hell. I don't know how long he got left.
He looks
So
in shape though. I mean, I don't know how old he is, but he's incredible shape.
he's literally in his 40s, late 40s.
Late 40s. Um, late 40s. I would say get it in now before you turn. I would say 45 because even at that particular time, because Cody Rhodes just turned 40.
Okay, so he's 45.
He's 40. He's 45.
Yeah, he turned 45 in April.
Get it in and get it in now.
I mean, even for him, there's really nothing to do. He won it all, unless they make him king of the ring.
14-time champion. Yep.
That's like the only thing left for Randy to do is win king of the ring, literally.
Literally. Now with Sami Zayn in the now, I mean that's kind of hard with Sami Zayn and LA Knight. I want LA Knight to get it, but at
No,
the same,
I think Sammy needs to get it. It's
you think so?
long overdue. Let him win King of the Ring and face Gunther at the, I think, SummerSlam, and let him get his title shot and become heavyweight champion. There's no way in hell he's becoming WWE champion. At least make him the world heavyweight champion.
You had it, and you had the situation with Jey Uso. You could have waited until SummerSlam. I would have had said nothing, literally nothing, if you would just waited. But the fact of the matter is what you said. He's Triple H's guy. That's your guy too, whether you know it or not, because of what the thing that you said. You basically lied. You lied to him. You lied to the people. And I want to say, I hope he just takes a long vacation. He is on vacation because he did say he hinted on taking a vacation because he's tired. He's tired. He's injured. And you basically worked him to basically a standstill. Ain't no freaking way in hell I'm gonna lose my belt to Gunther on no freaking Monday night. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. Now, if I pulled a Randy Savage, yes, I would concede the belt to you. But since I had already wrestled a tag match with Logan Paul and John Cena versus Jey Uso and I'm losing it.
Cody Rhodes.
I already wrestled a match that Sunday, and then I gotta come back Monday and wrestle Gunther for the championship. That's stupid.
They should have done that match at the Money in the Bank at least, at the pay-per-view.
I wouldn't mind. No, actually, I wouldn't mind because again, you wrestled each other 6 times already. You know each other's moveset. It's not fun anymore unless you tell Jey Uso, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you one extra move. We're gonna give you the crossface chicken wing. We're gonna make you to a submission wrestler, but it doesn't add to the storyline. I don't care. You're not losing to Gunther on a Monday night. That's just how would you feel if Roman Reigns was champion, right? And he lost to Ron Killings on a Thursday night. Or excuse me, on a Friday night, SmackDown. How would you feel about that?
Well,
you would feel, huh?
No, I feel upset about that. But here's the thing, though. And WWE told us this before, but we don't listen. They don't care about what we think. They care about what they want. Now, if they get like how we did for R-Truth and Daniel Bryan. We get like a full support. Everybody's on board. They might give us what we want, but for temporary, and they switch on us again, and then we forget and move on. And they're gonna punish the guy that we wanted in the first place, and it's downhill for that person because in their mind, are you're fucking up our plans. He's not part of the plan. I don't care how talented he is. He's not part of the plan, and he's not my guy. They can care less what we want. It's like, damn. So literally what we doing, we're punishing. Even though he got his moment, he or her moment, good for them, but it's downhill afterwards. So R-Truth better enjoy whatever he got right now because it's downhill when the time is right and the time to strike. It's about timing.
What did Triple H say? He said, tired of people whining. Just sit, relax, and enjoy the show.
The show that we give you, not what you
The show
want.
that we give you, not that what you want. But yet you're gonna get people complaining, and you're gonna get people to say, and this is the reason why I say, I mean, I believe you. I'm totally for you, but this is the reason why they're $1 billion company.
Yeah.
Even though they're losing money, they're $1 billion company.
It's like a saying in WWE. You know who Hornswoggle is, right?
Who?
Hornswoggle.
It does sound familiar, the name.
Okay, who's the worst wrestler right now you think that you don't like at all? Like this person
I already,
used to,
I already told you who I don't like, but I have to be fair. So, other than Logan Paul, damn. Dominique Mysterio.
okay, Dominic. If WWE wanted, they can give the WWE title to Dominic Mysterio and make him the poster boy. If the machine is behind you, you will become the star. Even though we still, what the hell, Dominic, he's trash. He's the star.
He's the star.
Too damn bad.
He's the damn star. I said this already, bro. I definitely said this already. I looked at it. I said, okay, first of all, you're letting people go because you basically lied to the people and said this would be the best pay-per-view. It's all started with WrestleMania. And you lied to the people and said this is going to be the best WrestleMania ever. Turned out to be trash. Then you're basically putting in Monday night wrestlers. You're putting in Monday night wrestling and Thursday night wrestling into a main event scene. Does that make any sense? Like, it's supposed to be dramatic. It's supposed to tell a story, right? Just like Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior, or Triple H and The Rock, or Stone Cold versus not Nature Boy. Who am I thinking? Stone Cold versus Shawn Michaels. You know that whole Shawn Michaels thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you're basically wrestling like it's a Monday night. That's what you're doing. It's like I stopped watching it in 2016. I don't blame you. I stopped watching it. You know what? I stopped watching it at the same time until Roman Reigns came, and then Roman Reigns, it was like, who is this guy? So I looked into him. Of course, great Samoan wrestler. Is like the cousin of The Rock. Good for him. Can he wrestle? Yes. Can he cut a good promo? No. John Cena got on his ass about that shit. And then he got better, but then leukemia hit him and he had to quit for a while. And then COVID hit. He he ended up swallowing it, and then they went
Oh, hey,
4 years.
hey, it's
What?
been a great show, man. I gotta leave now, but thank you for having me. Till
Oh,
next
no
time.
problem, man.
Salute,
Thank you.
salute,
Oh,
salute.
thank you, man. Thank you. Not a problem. Yeah, he basically did what he did, and he ended up being a champion for 4 years. I love watching the bloodline. That's the only reason why I watch this is because of the bloodline. Now they got 2, 4, 5 different bloodlines. But I just want to say WWE is it sucks. It's starting to sink, and um I'm 40 unless you have like some type of miracle worker where people actually show up for work, like the main eventers show up for work. I'm not talking about just Jey Uso. I'm talking about for like everybody who makes over 10, $20 million, whatever, show up for work, or we're gonna have to cut your contract in half. That was Vince's model. I don't know what Triple H's model is. I don't know. Blame John Cena ruining wrestling. He didn't want to turn heel. I have to say for the sake of argument, he did not want to turn heel. He did not want to turn heel at all, dude. But because of Cody Rhodes' lack of luster, lack of not performance, but some promos and some booking in between. I mean, they had to do what they had to do, and he was getting ready to go out the door anyway. So this is more like a farewell tour. He's going to end up turning face. He's going to turn back face pretty soon. He's going to turn back face pretty soon. So as far as TKO, Rock better do something. But Rock's interest didn't even make no sense. How the hell is it that you're going to be the final boss, but you're not the final boss? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, you are the final boss, but you're not the final boss. So you should be competing one final time, and try to take the belt away from uh um Cody Rhodes at the time. But instead, John John Cena had to turn heel, which obviously, I mean, it blew up. It blew up the way that it did, but how you construct it nowadays, it's garbage. And the way that they did Jey Uso, and this is mainly what this thing is about. It's about Jey Uso. I know people don't like Jey Uso because he doesn't cut good promos, but Jimmy actually does. Actually, if a man like this puts butts in seats, puts thousands in seats, when he comes out to his entrance music and he yeets all over the place and everybody's yeeting with him, obviously he's doing something right. But yet he's not a good champion. Is it his fault? Just think about it logically. Is it his fault that creatives can't come up with a good storyline for him? Is it his fault that he ends up in tag team matches? Is it his fault that they can't send a suitable guy for him to wrestle against? I would mind it if I would love it. I would love it if it were LA Knight versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight title. But since you want to put on Seth Rollins' waist, which don't make no sense. But since it's like what Haslam said, he's a Triple H guy, which is all a favoritism, by the way. He ends up winning the Money in the Bank. Gunther holds. I don't know if I'm gonna be watching this shit again. I really don't know. I mean, only time will tell. Because I stopped watching it a long time ago. I can just completely just not watch it anymore. I mean, I love the Usos. I love the Samoan brothers. I love those Samoan brothers and sisters. I mean, Nia Jax, Naomi got married into the family 10, 11 years ago. I love them all. I love them all. But consider what's going on. Will they get opportunities? Few of them will. Few of them will. Roman, it would be that guy. Jey Uso would be that guy. Solo Sikoa? Nah. Why would we put a belt on Solo Sikoa? You could have put the U.S. belt on Solo Sikoa. You would put the U.S. championship on Solo Sikoa. We wouldn't mind. Hell, I wouldn't mind if you put the IC belt. What is the IC belt? That's the Intercontinental belt. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. So I'm saying this to say it. WWE is no more. I don't know what the hell is going on, but your main top guys are either gone or about to be out the door, and it's gonna look mighty interesting. It's gonna look mighty interesting. But I want to say thank you for those who are supported the channel. This is another wrestling that you probably will hear another rant possibly coming soon. I'm gonna wait until SummerSlam. I might wait until because this next pay-per-view coming up, the King of Champions. I'm not gonna watch it. So we'll see what happens at SummerSlam. We'll see. But till then, I'm out of here. Peace.